by Chick-fil-A. Now, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
All right, welcome everybody to Chick-fil-A here in Huntsville for the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Let's hear it. There we go. Alongside me is Brian Adams, and no, your television is not broken. Your radio station is not broken. I am Jordan Smith, filling in for Carlos Zimmerman. He is out on the road at the moment. And, of course, up here, as always, we have head coach Rodney Southern of your Huntsville Hornets. Let's hear it for head coach. Coach, how are you?
I'm good.
So just briefly, we don't want to talk too much about it, obviously, but just kind of give an opening statement about last week's tough loss.
Well, it was a tough one, and they physically beat us from start to finish. I knew they were a good team going in. I thought the big plays early and us not being able to sustain anything offensively, and as good as their running back is, and I knew he was good, I think after watching him, he's better than I thought he was. That kind of speed and that kind of vision, and to be a freshman, and we were looking Saturday as we were working on getting ready for Texas City and looking at some of the stuff, and he just got his 18th Division I offer. Alabama offered him the other day, and I didn't know if he was that talented, but after watching him, he's that talented. And their quarterback played really, really well. They don't ask him to do a lot, but he did what he needed to do, and defensively they played well enough to keep us off rhythm, and we just didn't get enough first downs and didn't make enough plays. And like I said Friday or Thursday night, they beat us. And sometimes you're going to line up and a team's going to be better than you, and the other night they were better than us.
Hey, Coach, moving on to this coming Friday, facing Texas City, what stands out to you most about the Stingarees?
Well, I told our kids Saturday, after we watched them Friday night, I think they're a combination of Brian Rutter and Richmond Randall. I think offensively they're very similar to Randall. They've got a big running back, and he was actually suspended last week for some reason. But he's a big, powerful kid. He's got good speed, and now I'm assuming he's going to play against us. They've got a little quarterback who's kind of a manipulator, and at times he'll get a little loose with the ball. They turned the ball over 7 or 8 times over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Defensively, they remind me a lot of Brian Rutter. They've got a really good defensive lineman that I think is pretty talented, and then their perimeter people defensively are athletic, and that they will take some chances, but they're usually in the right spot. So, they're 9-1 for a reason. They beat Fort Bend Marshall. The only team that beat them was Port Neches Grove, and of course Port Neches Grove's 10-0. So they're a good football team, and we're going to have our hands full.
Coach, at the quarterback position, what will be the key for them to be successful in leading the offense this coming Friday?
Well, I think establishing some kind of rhythm. We never got in rhythm the other night. We dropped some passes early. We got some penalties in some key situations, and just like we were talking earlier about the holding call that the Cowboys got last night, that one call to me changed the game. And when you can't get in a rhythm, somebody's got to step up and make that play. And our quarterbacks this week are going to have to do that. We feel like we can throw the ball on them, so we've got to be able to protect him. And you'll hear from all these O-linemen tonight. They understand they've got to play better, and we've got to play better offensively.
And, Coach, kind of looking at the defense for Huntsville for your squad here this season, they've done a good job of stopping the run, especially up the gut against most opponents. I guess just kind of talk about how key that's going to be against a Texas City squad coming up in this bi-district round.
Well, if they have their big number 22 back, he creates a dynamic that you've got to be really careful. They've got an H-back. They'll play with 2 receivers, 3 receivers. Sometimes they'll play with 2 running backs and an H guy. I think they'll be more one back against us and try to spread us out so they can establish 22 running the ball. He's been really good early in the year, and I don't know why he was suspended. And he may play against us, he may not. But the other night they used number 3, who's a a slot guy, a lot like some of our guys, and they used him on the perimeter. The second series, he goes 80 for a touchdown. So they're athletic. We've got to keep them bottled up, and we've got to keep the ball in the quarterback's hands because he makes some plays, but he also put the ball on the ground. The plays I showed the kids today, he put the ball on the ground 6 different times. So keep it in his hands and make him make the plays and keep it out of those running backs' hands.
And Coach, kind of talking about the opposing head coach, his kind of style of play, kind of what's something that looking at game planning and things like that stood out to you when it comes to preparing for this week?
Well, they run to the ball extremely well. They're playing at home, and this is a home that they've been in for a long time. And they have played historically. They've played really well at home. I think Coach Evans has been there, and I don't know exactly the number of years, but just talking with him and watching him Friday night, he does a good job with his kids. You can tell he's hard on them, but you can tell they run to the ball extremely well. And obviously, anytime you got a big back that's a skilled guy that can run, you've always got a chance.
And obviously, you're back in the playoffs, second straight year, a little bit better situation than last year, obviously finishing third, not fourth in the district, so a little bit easier matchup. Instead of going against a 1, now you're going against a 2. But first, I'll just kind of talk about being back in the playoffs for the second straight year.
Well, I thought our kids, coming out of non-district, I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew we were going to have to get some kids some experience. And I think we did that. I think we did that in the O-line. I think we've done it at quarterback. We've definitely done it at running back, sometimes by choice, sometimes not by choice. Defensively, I thought our front guys would have to mature and grow up, and I think they've done that. And when you get to this point, we've moved some JV guys. I moved some freshmen up. We had a really good practice today because now there's kind of a different sense. And it should be when you get into playoffs because it's won and go home if you don't take care of your business. So, but I think we've matured as a football team from where we were. I mean, a lot of these guys are, 2 and some of them 3-year starters. Juwan Giddings is a 3-year starter. Isaiah Collins is a 3-year starter at some point. So, just the ability to get back in the playoffs and to me, it doesn't really matter where you're seated. Now, yeah, you'd love to be 1 or 2 because you can play at home. But, when we went to Marshall in 19, we were a 4 seed and they were a 1 seed. So sometimes I don't know that really matters. The way the brackets are set up, I honestly, and Coach Randall and I talked at Randall the other night, I think the 3rd seed's a better draw in terms of the playoffs. But, you got to win, you got to beat good teams, and people have their judgment of what a good team is. Sometimes they look at just record, and I know who we played non-district, and all those people. Belton won their district, Clear Springs is in the playoffs. Of course, A&M Consolidated's in the playoffs. Everybody, I think, except Brian and a couple of our district teams made the playoffs. So, I knew we would mature. I didn't know how fast, because obviously the faster that happens, the better success you have. And to be 4-2 in this district, I still tell people the 4 teams out of our district that got in the playoffs are really good football teams. Brian Rudder's a good football team that didn't get in, and I knew there would be one like that. You got Lake Creek's number 2 in the state or whatever they are now. Richmond Randall should be higher ranked than they are. I think Brenham, in their circumstances when they lost their running back, I think that changed a little bit for them. But, overall, just getting our program back in line in terms of making the playoffs. We ought to make the playoffs every year.
And finally, Coach, here before we take a break, just kind of give us your keys to victory here to move on and stay alive in the playoffs.
Well, big thing, we got to handle the travel. We had some issues last week, and it wasn't our fault. It was buses and and we didn't get to the game at the time I like to get to the game, and kind of had the kids in a little bit of a different routine, and that's not an excuse. It happened. So the travel is a big thing, getting there and being able to focus kind of how we need to focus. We've got to get first downs, and we've got to be able to move the ball offensively because there's times where our defense, again, Thursday night we played too many snaps, and that's the key. And then obviously we got to tackle well Friday.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time as always.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will talk to tight ends coach Ted Hilger here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show when we come back here on 101.7 KSAM.
Did you know that one of your neighbors just lowered their utility bill? At McGilvery Mechanical, we are experts in providing heating and cooling services on all makes and models. When it comes to replacement, we will help you select the best heating and cooling system for your budget. We will analyze your home to ensure that the right size system is selected for optimum comfort. Let our technicians discuss possibilities to lower your utility bill and save you money. Call McGilvery Mechanical and ask us how to save up to 40% on your utility bill. That's McGilvery Mechanical at 936-291-2640. At McGilvery Mechanical, we care about your comfort.
TJ Burdett & Sons has money for your scrap metal. For over 47 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with high prices and straight deals. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. Get paid the most anywhere. That's TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling. Exit 118 North I-45, just past the Exxon truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons website at tjbnsrecycling.com for more information. That's TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling.
All right, and welcome back to the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, everybody, here live from Chick-fil-A in Huntsville. Let me hear ya.
Man, we got a big crowd here tonight.
Yeah, we do,
I love this.
especially for it being the final show of the season. Good to see everybody come out here tonight and support our Huntsville Hornets. Now, Brian,
Yes.
before we talk with tight ends coach Ted Hilger, let's thank some of our sponsors who have made this season possible for us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Absolutely, and you guys are so important to this program, to us in the community. We can't thank you enough for all your sponsorships. And we want to thank Bill Fick for presenting sponsor this year football. We got no bull, just good deals. And Texas True Comfort Heating and Cooling, countdown to kickoff. Northside Baptist Church, they did the halftime report. Hartfield Florist, quarterback sack. And Diana K. Barnes, State Farm Insurance, did the kickoff. We thank each and every one of you.
All right, now we are sitting here with tight ends coach Ted Hilger in his 7th season at Huntsville High School. Let's hear it for him. All right, Coach, how you doing here today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, doing all right. Good weather, I will say. Very good weather. Coach, first, let's start off with what brought you to Huntsville?
I moved down here from my hometown, Wichita, Kansas, in July of 20, and lived in Houston for a while, and found out pretty quickly that wasn't exactly for me. And so I just kind of found a situation I thought fit, and I think it was January of 21, and I just hassled Coach Southern until he gave me a shot, and luckily he had a position with the freshmen for me, and took that opportunity and ran with it. And so.
Now, Coach, coaching the tight end position, with all the different things that go into being a tight end, kind of talk about with the group this year some of the benefits you had, some of the challenges you've had this season so far.
So for me, most of my coaching experience and playing experience was with offensive line. And so a lot of that correlates blocking scheme, running blocking scheme-wise. But where I had to learn a lot was what goes on the back end, what routes we have, when we have a route, when we're in protection, stuff like that. Now I've been pretty fortunate as far as the guys I've worked with, Jerry Singletary, Seth Johnson, and Brian Red. They're either professionals or learning how to be. And so they come ready to work, and they're still kids, so there's mistakes, but they're usually pretty willing to take coaching and learn and take what I have to give them feedback for.
Now, you have a pretty good tight end, I would say, in Jerry Singletary.
Yes,
he's a guy who not just plays the offensive side, he also plays on the defensive side as well. Kind of talk to me about, how different is that for coaching him, and, how that kind of benefits him on the offensive side of things.
Well, his biggest thing is making sure he takes care of his body. I mean, he's a sophomore, And so that was my biggest thing, especially as hot as it was down here. And we just talked about enjoying the weather, right? Well, it seemed like it was never going to get here.
Right.
So he's a guy I got to make sure, I think it was our first game week. I caught him at lunchtime, and he was, eating nachos and a slushie for lunch. And I was like, all right, man, that's not exactly smart, football fuel.
Right.
So from then on, I make sure he's actually not skipping lunch and eating right, taking care of his body, hydrating. And, he's come a long way learning that, and it shows because he gets a lot of snaps on offense. He gets a lot of snaps on defense, and he's still able to make plays late in the game.
Brian?
So, Coach Hilger, do you assist with the powerlifting group at all?
I did some last year,
Okay.
And I will again this year.
And the track as well?
And track, yes, sir. Throwing.
Tell the audience a little bit about your experience doing that.
Powerlifting is just last year. From the schools I've had that I attended as well as coached at up north, we never had a program where we really did that. It's something I really like that we do. It's just another opportunity to keep kids working, and the powerlifting meets are kind of a neat little show to be a part of.
Sure.
Track and field wise, I've always just thrown, and I threw shot put in high school. I wasn't very good at it, but I did enough to stay out of the bottom. But I do enjoy that, and the biggest challenges for that I've figured over the years is it's so much more laid back than football. Sometimes it's tough to get those kids to treat it like a business trip and not just a reason to get out of class
Right,
and
exactly. Yeah.
talk to girls and stuff. So.
I'll say you were a high school athlete.
I don't know anything about that. So let me ask you this real quick, Coach. How does that help these student athletes? Obviously their main sport is football.
Yes, sir.
But how does it help these kids get better at football with powerlifting and track and that kind of thing?
Well, obviously the easy answer with powerlifting is instead of going home and doing whatever or going to the gym and thinking they're doing their own workout, they have our strength coach, St. Romain, putting together, actual workouts for them with a plan to develop strength and mobility and stuff like that. And as far as track, it's still more body control, balance, and explosive movements. And then, the big overlooked thing sometimes is the more time they have around us and around our culture and around each other, the better.
Right.
It creates that brotherhood that is so willing to, go to Texas City and give these guys heck tomorrow, Friday night.
So what does it mean for you personally to be a part of this program?
It's awesome. Like I said, I kind of just moved in here and kind of bet on myself. And like I said, Bug, Coach Southern, can't believe the situation I've fallen into. I'm very proud of where I'm at, and look forward to what the future holds for us.
All right, well, Coach, our friends here at Chick-fil-A want to thank you for everything you do with the students and the community as well. So a little appreciation gift from our friends here at Chick-fil-A in Huntsville.
Awesome.
Give them a hand.
All right, everybody, that's tight ends coach Ted Hilger. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will start going into the longest part of the show. We will start talking to the seniors on the offensive line, the first half of the offensive line, when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Here's some good news. McCafferty Plumbing. That's right. I said plumbing. You know the McCafferty name. In fact, for 60 years, you've been able to count on the McCafferty name to provide service you can depend on. McCafferty Plumbing is now serving our area to help with all your plumbing needs. Call McCafferty Plumbing to come and fix whatever is bothering you. Large or small, we do it all. Call 936-400-7004. That's 936-400-7004. The service tradition continues. McCafferty Plumbing.
If you own or drive a diesel pickup truck, then you need the team of Slaughter's Diesel Repair in Huntsville to keep it running smoothly. Our technicians are experts in servicing and repairing these engines. We'll make sure yours lasts for years to come. Family owned and operated, we truly value our customers' trust. So we make sure to guarantee you'll always leave with a peace of mind that repairs were done correctly. Visit us online at slaughter'sdieselrepair.com to schedule your appointment today.
All right, back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, live from Chick-fil-A in Huntsville. Let's hear it for our Huntsville Hornets, y'all. All right, we start our senior list with a returner.
Distinguished.
Exactly. With a returner to the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Let's give it up for senior offensive lineman Daniel Cruz.
All right, Daniel.
Daniel, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So first, let's just kind of dive into the nitty-gritty. Obviously, you're a senior. This is your last season. You know, you're trying to end it with as long of a playoff run as you can, which hopefully ends in a nice gold medal at the end. But just kind of reflecting for a little bit, what has it meant for you to be a part of this Huntsville Hornet program?
Can I hear the question again?
Yeah, what has it meant for you to be a part of this Huntsville Hornet program, being a part of the Hornets for your time here?
It's been pretty amazing so far. I get to play with my friends and people. I meet new people. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. Meet new people and be on a pretty good team, I'd say, too.
Absolutely.
Now, how's it been playing for Coach St. Romain here this season and just throughout your time?
I always be making them mad.
What player doesn't make their coach mad, right?
All right.
Ryan?
All right, give us your thoughts on the team there you're going to face Friday night, Texas City. What are your thoughts?
They're a pretty good team. They made it to the playoffs. That also means that we're also a very good team.
So it's going to be two good teams playing on Friday.
Yeah.
And the Hornets are going to win it. There you go. All right, here's what I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to ask you some rapid-fire questions. We're going to hit them real quick, and we're going to roll through them because we got try to get all your partners here on the radio as well. Biggest fear?
The dark.
The dark?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years. On top of the press box.
On top of the press box?
Okay.
I love it, man. Who's an athlete you look up to?
An athlete I look up to. My older brother.
Who?
My older brother.
Your older brother?
Okay.
Very cool. So what are your thoughts on flag football for both men and women being added to the Olympics this coming year?
Let me quote easily. That's soft.
That's soft. All right, yeah. Okay. All right, let me ask you this. What would be more exciting to win? A gold medal in the Olympics or winning an MVP award?
What type of MVP award?
Yes.
Football MVP award.
I mean, gold medal. Don't I get money with that too?
I think you get money with both, I'm going to be honest.
You might.
One of them you may get a truck with it, who knows?
Right.
So let me ask you. First off, do you eat ice cream?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, what's your favorite flavor?
Vanilla.
That's me too. I'm simple. I'm a simple guy. Yeah. So let me ask you, your least favorite?
Superman? I forgot what it's called. I forgot the flavor.
Kind of like a combo. Kind of do like a kind of like a
peach. I don't like peach ice cream.
Okay. Let me ask you this: what if you could travel to any continent in the world, any of the 7, that includes Antarctica? Where would you want to go one day?
North America. I just want to stay here.
You just want to stay here?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's fair. I've done my bit of traveling. I'm good staying home.
You don't want to go to Antarctica?
No.
You don't want to be a part of the estimated 20?
I don't want to learn another language.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask, do you watch TV?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, what's your go-to show?
You.
Okay.
Oh.
That's not a bad one. What's one recently that you thought you were really excited for, had a lot of hype, and then you watched it and were very disappointed in?
That's been kind of what. Let's see. I don't really know.
I mean, hey, you like everything. That's not bad. And it at least helps you occupy your time with something that you like. So, and finally, here, we have to make everybody's kind of segment short. Any shout-outs you want to give tonight?
My family for showing up. The whole Huntsville. That's in front of me. They came to watch us.
Family and your teammates?
Yeah, and everybody that's here.
And everybody else is here.
Awesome.
Everybody raising hands. I love it.
All right, well, everybody give it up for senior offensive lineman Daniel Cruz.
Good job, Daniel.
All right, let's get our next guy up here. He is a 6-time, I learned, appearance on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Let's give it up for probably one of the bigger personalities on the show, senior offensive lineman JT Kroll. Now, remember, Brian, we got to be careful with what we ask here.
I know.
Nah, we're good.
All right, how are you, JT?
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to see that. I'm a little scared by your smirk. I'm not going to lie.
Come on, man. It's early. He just got up here.
All right, so kind of the same question I asked Daniel. What has it meant for you to be a part of this Hornet program? If I understand right, you're a 4-year guy with a varsity program. So what has it meant for you to be a part of this Huntsville Hornet squad?
Just to be a leader and leave a legacy for the kids under me, and hopefully that later in the future that they'll just still be able to mention my generation or my group's names and just be able to make an impact on them.
I was like, yeah, y'all got a decent chance of making some noise here this postseason. So
we going to. we gonna make some noise.
That's the confidence I like to see. So now, kind of looking at this season as a whole, obviously you've had a lot of coaching over the years. You've had a lot of knowledge being bestowed upon you, we'll say. Kind of what's something that stood out to you from this coaching staff this season?
That I just need to focus on the fundamentals and not always just go in there like a raging bull. Because when I do that, it's very obvious. I have no clue what's going on. But whenever I stick to my guns and what I know to do and what's right, I'm...
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
So, JT, from your perspective, what will be key to beating Texas City and keeping your season alive this Friday?
Just being able to handle them 3 and 4 up front, because they switch in and out of odd and even front. So just being able to maintain them and keep them where they need to be and keep them backers in the back, we're going to be fine.
Just win your battles up front, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Well, I'm going to do the same thing we did just a little bit ago. We're going to throw some questions at you pretty quickly.
Okay. I purposely zoned out so I wouldn't be prepared.
All right. Good.
These are off the brain.
JT, your biggest fear?
Clowns.
Why clowns?
Okay.
The big dude like
I don't think he wants to get into that.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Being a game warden.
Game warden, huh?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. I like that. Who's an athlete you look up to?
Taylor Lewan and Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, I could see that.
Why?
Taylor Lewan and Rob and Gronk, they just have the biggest personalities.
Yep.
But they're very opposite of each other. Gronk's very positive, and Taylor's more of a,
Yeah,
y'all got it.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
All right, so what are your thoughts on flag football for both men and women added to the Summer Olympics?
I didn't even want to speak on that. That's
Your
He
mom
declines to comment.
a joke.
Yeah, I think that's been kind of the general consensus.
Yeah. That's been a general thing.
All right, so last one for me. What would be more exciting for you to win? A gold medal in the Olympics or a football MVP award?
Gold medal, because it's just like I get to represent the country, not just represent my team. I get to represent my pride.
Right, exactly.
Love it. International.
So, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
I don't keep up with the NFL.
Yeah?
I try to stay away from that, but
Did you at least hear about C.J. Stroud, what he did?
nah.
I'll have to teach you later.
I think the Dolphins got a chance, though, possibly.
Yeah,
So,
they might. Where do you draw inspiration from in your life?
the scripture, God, and just having positive people around me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Same question I asked Daniel. What's a continent that you would like to travel to one day?
Is Australia considered a continent?
Yes.
Yeah, Australia. Hey, I was just making sure. I don't know why everybody out there laughing.
Now, I think I asked you, or Carlos asked you this question. I've always been behind the desk. Do you prefer breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and why?
I like them all.
Yeah?
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
But probably dinner because that's the one I consistently eat the most.
Same. I probably eat it a little too much, but, you know,
We all
for not
probably
being an
do.
athlete. But, you know. All right, and finally, before we send you on your way, any shout-outs you want to give?
Just to God for blessing me with the opportunities He's given me, and my coaches and my team, and the people of the community for coming out and supporting us.
All right, awesome.
That's
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes, sir.
Senior offensive lineman JT Kroll, everybody.
Nicely done, JT.
All right, let's switch over to our next player here quickly. Senior offensive lineman, and a guy who's been getting snaps at center lately, Kyle Smith.
Here comes old Kyle in the house. Come on up, Kyle.
Yeah, like you said, a pretty good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, it's a good crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it, man. Kyle, how are you?
Get him on a headset there.
I'm behind door number 2.
Exactly. So, all right, Kyle, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. All right, that's good. So, same question I've asked the other guys. What has it meant for you to be a part of this Huntsville Hornet program here as you get ready to get into the playoffs of your final season?
Just need. Wait, what? Say it again.
I say, what's it meant for you to be part of the Huntsville Hornets?
I love doing it, and we should just play hard.
All right, that's good. How's it been for you playing for Coach St. Romain?
He's a good coach. He's been helping me a lot recently with my blocks.
That's good. And where do you feel that, whether it's this season or just in general, that you've grown not only as a football player but also as a person?
Around Lamar Consolidated, I could start getting a lot more snaps. I've been working on my steps.
That's good. Brian?
I'm going to ask you the same thing, Kyle. I ask everybody else. What are your thoughts on Texas City?
They definitely have some big dudes up front, but I think we can handle them.
What's that saying? Bigger they are, the harder they fall, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Exactly. All right, here's rapid fire time. You ready? All right, your biggest fear?
Shadows.
Shadows?
Yeah, see them at the corner of my eye.
So, in other words, playing towards sunset is not a great time for you. No? All right.
All right, so Kyle, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully I can do manufacturing.
Okay.
I'll go to trade school.
Very nice.
That's not bad.
Who, as an athlete, do you look up to?
I like watching Jason Kelsey. He's a
He's a
center
good
for
one.
Eagles.
He's
a good
retiring,
one.
isn't he? Isn't that kind
pretty
of
soon.
That's what everybody's
yeah,
saying.
is that the rumor?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
All right, and again, what are your thoughts on the flag football being in the Olympics?
I'm probably not going to watch it, but
I'm going to be honest, I don't think most people are.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. I don't know if I'll watch it myself.
yeah.
So
Let me turn it on just to see.
I might watch. I'll watch
It's
baseball
Friday.
more than I will flag football.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then, Brian.
What would be more exciting for you to win? MVP or a gold medal?
Probably a gold medal.
And why is that?
I just melt it down and sell it.
And sell it.
I mean, it is real gold, so it's got some value on it. You know. All right. So let me ask you, what's your biggest pet peeve?
I don't really have one, to be honest.
Yeah, I wish I was like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, laid back.
Yeah.
So, do you watch the NFL?
A little bit.
Okay. Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Probably Chiefs or Ravens.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe pick, I'd say. Especially the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's a pretty safe
Chiefs
pick.
pretty good.
Yeah, no, they
No
are.
doubt about
They
it.
are. Where do you draw inspiration from in your life?
Look up to my dad a lot.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That's good. And what are your thoughts on getting to play for head coach Rodney Southern?
I'm excited to get a chance to play, always. So
That's good. And
That's good.
finally, any shout-outs you want to give before we head on to the next player?
O-line.
O-line?
O-line. That's right.
That definitely made them all happy. All right, well, Kyle, thanks for stopping by.
Well, let's
Thank
hear
you.
it for Kyle Smith, everybody. Kyle, nicely done.
All right, let's move on to our next senior offensive lineman, John Trey Barkin. John Trey heading on up.
John Trey's in the house.
All right, he's getting on here. Another senior offensive line. We've got him and one more in this mega segment, we'll call it. John Trey, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
That's
How
good.
about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
For a Monday.
Yeah, for a Monday, yeah.
Yeah, I just throw that in.
So let me ask you, I've asked these guys the same thing. What has it meant for you to play for the Huntsville Hornet program to put the Hornets on across your chest?
It's meant a lot. Like how it's made me a better person. I will say. High expectations they hold us to, and I I mean, yeah, it means a lot, basically. Yeah.
Right. And how's it been for you playing for Coach St. Romain?
It's been pretty good. I mean, he's a good coach. He's a good coach. I like Coach St. a lot. Don't.
That's good. I was going to say there's a little hesitancy, but no, he likes it.
Yeah.
So I guess kind of looking at y'all as a offensive unit as a whole, mainly the offensive line, kind of what do y'all feel like you need to kind of tweak on or perfect before you get into this game on Friday night?
Probably being more physical. Up front, that's the main point. Because if you're not physical up front, you can't really do nothing. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Especially with that front seven that Texas City's got. There's some big boys.
I'll take our front line against that
absolutely.
any day.
Absolutely. So, Brian?
Okay, John Trey, let's do this. From your perspective, what will be key to beating Texas City Friday night?
Just doing our job. Doing your job specifically, not trying to do other folks' job.
I mean, that's just about as good as it gets.
I mean, yeah. Focus on your job, and you should be fine.
Absolutely. All right, you ready for some rapid fire? Yeah. All right, John Trey, biggest fear?
Snakes.
Mine too.
Same. We're all in agreement on that one.
Yeah, I think everybody.
That's not hard to agree on.
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Somewhere being successful. I don't know specifically, but just being successful.
Working hard and being successful.
Yeah, that works.
I love it. Who's an athlete that you look up to?
I don't know, just like NFL players in general when I watch.
Yeah.
Just in general. I don't have a specific one, just any.
When you're watching those guys, do you try to steal anything from them and make it your own?
Nah, it don't work all the time, but yeah.
I said, look, they use it and they make it to the NFL. You may as well take something,
That's awesome.
It's a work in progress, we'll call it, yeah.
Let's see. So what are your thoughts on flag football in the Olympics?
I think it'll be pretty cool, like them putting football in the Olympics, and maybe they'll put real football in the Olympics over time if they got flag football.
John Trey, here's something I just found out the other day. When you talk about American football, there's only, I think, maybe like 3 countries in the world that play American football. They consider football soccer.
Right.
And that's played, everywhere else.
Everywhere
else.
Everywhere.
So, I'm with you. I think it'd be kind of interesting to introduce football to an international audience. I think it'd be really cool. What would be more exciting to win, an MVP or a gold medal?
Probably a gold medal, like in the Olympics, right? Gold medal Olympics. Yeah, probably because it's like the country. Like I think it was JT said, like it's over the country. It's not just like.
So you're representing all of us. Yeah, got it. Very cool.
And what's your biggest pet peeve?
When I can't do something, you know what I mean? Like I can't do something.
Yeah. It bothers you. You're not able to get something. Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way. Who's your role models?
Probably my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. My dad, honestly.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner?
Yeah. Dinner.
Why?
All of these people know I'm a very picky person. Whether or not it looks like it, I don't eat much. I don't eat certain stuff, so I'll probably eat more dinner things than I do any other meal. So
yeah. I could I'm not picky. Just if it's in front of me, I might eat it. I probably shouldn't be like that, but either way. What are your thoughts on getting to play for Coach Southern?
I mean, I love it. Just being a Hornet. Like, I wouldn't want to be part of no other football program. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something special about being a Hornet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a Hornet many, many years. And it's what you guys represent out there has been hundreds, if not thousands of guys before you that bled the green and white, man. And it meant everything to be a Hornet. So that's a great answer. I love that.
And finally, any shout-outs you want to give?
Everyone, just like in general. Cruz, who's pointing at me right now. So, yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Cruz. All right, well, thanks for stopping by.
All right,
everybody, John Trey Barker.
Everybody give it up. Stop, John Trey.
All right, and our final senior of the segment, nicknamed Sweet Tater. This is senior offensive lineman Josiah Rhymes.
Sweet Tater.
Sweet Tater. Got to throw a little Southern in there, you know?
Yeah.
We are in East Texas, after all.
Yes, we are.
That was good. All right, so first off, how you doing?
Good. How about you, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. He's a confident Sweet Tater, I must say.
With a name like Sweet Tater, you better be confident. So.
All right, so same question I've asked everybody else. What has it meant for you to be a Huntsville Hornet?
You know, it's meant a lot for me, honestly, because during my sophomore year, I moved to Houston, and I worked out for the football team there, and they were all like, hey, man, you could play football, be a starter on varsity or going into my junior year. And I said, sure. And then my mom was all like, you have a choice to stay or we can go back to Huntsville. And I picked here because it's where all my family's at.
I mean, yeah, it's nice to be around family, I will say. I haven't lived around my family for years, but, either way. So how's it been for you playing for Coach St. Romain?
It's been awesome. He's given me tons of opportunities to learn and improve and be better as a person.
So from your perspective, what will be keys for you guys to beat Texas City Friday?
Everyone's been saying it all night. We just got to dominate the front lines, the trenches, do our jobs.
That's it, man. I mean, you guys are the big guys. Without you, and you guys are literally the unsung heroes, but without you, we couldn't even play football. Yeah. So it's all on you guys. Rapid fire time. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Biggest fear?
I have to say heights.
Heights?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
I'm kind of with you.
Snakes and heights.
Yeah,
do both, like snakes on a plane. I can't do it.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Somewhere, successful. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'll get there eventually.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Who's an athlete you look up to?
I look up to two. I'll say Anthony Muniz and Larry Allen.
Two good ones, no doubt about it. So we've asked everybody else. We're going to ask you, what are your thoughts about flag football in the Olympics?
It's going to be entertaining, seeing, because I've seen on social media professional NFL players saying, hey, I want to do that. So I think it'd be pretty funny to see, Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase running a stop and go on some guy from Lithuania who fixes sinks.
With all the vowels in his name? Yeah, it's like, yeah. Oh, man, that is hilarious. So what would be better for you, winning a gold medal or a football MVP?
I'd say gold medal, because whatever I win the gold medal in, it means I'm not just the best in wherever I am, but in the world.
Can't argue that.
All right, so let me ask you, what would you rather make a game-winning catch at a Super Bowl as a receiver or a game-saving home run robbery in the World Series?
I'm more of a football guy, so I'd say the catch.
That's fair. That makes sense. What are your thoughts on getting to play for Coach Southern?
It's great. He's been a fantastic coach for all the years that I've known him.
All right, what's more fun to do, a movie with your friends or just watching a movie by yourself?
I'd say movie with friends,
Yeah. I assume the offensive line probably.
Some of them.
Some of them, yeah. Cruz is trying to give himself another shout out there. Speaking of which, any shout outs you want to give?
I guess Easley and Cruz.
There you go. All right. All right, give it up for Josiah Rhymes, everybody.
All right, nicely done.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk to the juniors now. Junior offensive lineman Brian Parker Jr. after this here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Okay.
Other special occasions, we can bring your vision to life and customize your unique request. Give us a call at 295-5448 or visit us online at HuntsvilleHartfieldFlorist.com. The Pierce family and everyone at Hartfield's wants to say thank you for allowing us to personalize your events just like we've been doing since 1957.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. Good country music and Ford trucks just go hand in hand. And for the best customer service, the place to go is Bill Fick Ford. Not only do they offer a great selection of inventory, it's a great place to do business. And at Bill Fick Ford, our first responders, our veterans, and active military always receive an appreciation bonus. Stop in today for the best deals on a new Ford F-150 or build your own while order bank is open. Shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Yeah,
All right, back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, everybody, here at Chick-fil-A in Huntsville. Let me hear you. Brian, as we await for Brian Parker Jr. to get his headset on, why don't we go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors who have made the season possible.
Absolutely. We want to thank AB Squared Self-Storage. They did the post-game wrap-up for us. And AT Coing, they did the third quarter. And First Franklin Financial upcoming schedule. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, splitting the uprights, extra point, field goal, 2 points. And, of course, Mocha and Mocha Attorneys at Law, first down. Thank each and every one of you guys out there for being a sponsor to this wonderful program.
All right, now talking with junior offensive lineman Brian Parker Jr. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, quickly here, what's the biggest thing that you've learned from the coaching staff this season?
How to be better with technique and just learn that physicality doesn't always win. You got to use technique to win.
Yeah, using the smaller things to kind of build up the rest of it. Yeah, absolutely. How's it been playing for Coach St. Romain?
It's been good. He's a good coach. He gets us on the right track every week to go out there and win and dominate.
All right, that sounds good. Brian?
Man, we're going to Brian them to death, aren't we? So Brian?
Brian.
So what are your thoughts about this coming Friday? What do you got to do to beat Texas City?
Everyone's got to do their job. You just got to know that everyone around you is going to do their job and just be confident in what you do. Go out there and do your 111, as Coach Saint and Brock would say.
I like it. Let me ask you this real quick, because you guys on the O-line, y'all have kind of y'all have switched positions around a little bit. What is tell the audience the benefit of knowing what your neighbor beside you is doing and things like that, your O-lineman?
It helps to know, like, certain situations, what they're going to do, if they're going to give you help or not, if you know, you're on your own on that blocking assignment or not. And it's good to know what the people around you are doing to help you succeed, too.
Are you guys, when you guys are communicating, when y'all are lined up fixing to go, are y'all talking to each other? Are y'all any of that? Or how do y'all do that?
Well, we try and communicate who's got what backer. That way we don't go to the same backer. And if we're double teaming or for solo.
Right.
Very nice. All right, man. I see your dad sitting right over there, so good answers, okay? What's your biggest fear, Brian?
Heights.
Heights? That was the second one tonight. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't know. Hopefully in a stable job somewhere.
Being successful somewhere, right? What would be more exciting for you to win? Would it be the gold medal from the Olympics, or would it be an MVP football award?
Probably an Olympic medal, because it'd be really hard for an O-lineman to win an MVP award.
That is honestly fair.
Maybe not.
I wish, honestly. Sometimes, especially Jason Kelsey right now, he should get an MVP award. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you, third Brian, technically. Brian. What's your favorite thing to do when you're not on the football field?
Play baseball.
My man, nice. So, what's quickly here in about 20 seconds or so? What's your favorite football story that you've had so far from being a Hornet?
Probably the ending to the Brenham game. That's just one of those things you see all the time on college and NFL. Those game-winning drives at the end of the game. It was just really cool to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And in the new stadium.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that was about as cool
That
as it
was,
gets.
bar none, one of the best experiences I've ever had. I've been doing this for 7 years now.
That's cool.
So that was pretty sweet. I know you've been doing it for a little longer with broadcasting, but still, I'm sure that was a good experience for you.
It was incredible. Absolutely.
So what are your thoughts of getting to play for Coach Southern?
It's been good. He always has us on the right track, and he's a really good coach.
All right, and any shout-outs you want to give here?
My dad and the O-line group back there.
Nicely
done. So you got to throw the dad in there. So, Brian, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
This Brian, you stay here.
Give it up for Brian, everybody.
All right, let's now bring up one of the young guns of the Huntsville Hornet squad, sophomore offensive lineman Trey Williams. Make his way up here. Definitely taller than most sophomores I've seen in my lifetime.
That's a big old sophomore.
Granted, everybody
right
kid is tall nowadays. There's some 8th graders that are as tall as me. What in the world is happening? All right, so Trey, how you doing?
Good.
That's good. So, for you, obviously, you're one of the young guys, so you don't have as much varsity experience as some of the seniors, some of the upperclassmen. But what has it meant for you to play under Coach St. Romain?
Feels good. Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It can't go wrong with it being good. So, where do you feel that you've grown in your time as a Hornet, not only as a football player, but just as a person, especially this season?
Say that one more time. My bad.
Where do you think you've grown as a football player and a person with this season?
I've grown good.
I mean, yeah.
Getting better every day.
Getting better.
Yeah, getting more reps, getting better. You can't ask for anything else. So, Brian?
So let me ask you this, Trey. What are your thoughts about Friday night and what you guys offensively have to do to dominate Texas City?
Gotta get more aggressive and
play as a unit.
Play as a unit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it, man. That's the cool thing about the O linemen. I mean, that's one of the, it's been my experience, man. All these years is the O line are the tightest group in the whole football team.
I mean, you have to be.
Yeah, you do have to be. All right, Trey, here we go, man. I'm going to hit you with some rapid fire. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your biggest fear?
Heights.
Heights?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. It's 3 in a row.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Somewhere successful.
There you go, man. Who's an athlete you look up to?
Trent Williams.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Your thoughts on flag football in the Olympics?
Nothing.
No thoughts on it?
No, sir.
I got it. So what would be, for you, what would you like to do more? Would you like to win a gold medal, or would you like to win an MVP award in football?
Win an MVP.
MVP.
There you go.
I love it.
That's the first one tonight.
It is, yeah.
So let me ask you, what's your favorite subject in school and your least favorite?
My favorite subject is math.
That's the first one I've heard.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a math guy personally, but that's good. What's your least favorite?
Science.
I'm with you there. There's a reason why I'm a mass comm major. What's your thoughts on getting to play for Coach Southern?
It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. And any shout outs you want to give?
To my family, the O-line group, and the coaches.
They get excited every time somebody
they
says
do.
O-line.
They all look at him. They're all excited.
All right, well, Trey, thank you for coming on.
Let's give it up for Trey, everybody.
All right, quickly here, let's bring up our next guy. A guy who's played both sides of the line, junior offensive and defensive lineman Noah Cummings. Makes his way up here. All right, how you doing, Noah? Doing good?
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. So, how's it been for you playing for Coach St. Romain?
Good. I
That's
like
good?
working with him. He's pretty,
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. What for you are some challenges that you face with playing on both the offensive and defensive line?
pretty good. I got switched over to help the O-line, pay attention to Coach Shank and Coach Smith. They're really good examples to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and go through some rapid fires.
Well, let me. I've asked everybody. I got to get his thoughts on Texas City.
Okay, yeah.
What do you guys got to do offensively against Texas City Friday night to win?
Beat the D-line in front of you. I know 57's really good. He's a sophomore. He can't stop us.
He doesn't know Noah Cummings, does he?
No.
He's going to, though, isn't he? Yeah, he is. So, Noah, what is one of your biggest fears?
Probably heights.
The heights? Man, that's been the popular one for sure. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Probably getting a good job with construction. I like working outside.
Nice. Who's an athlete you look up to?
Probably Panay Sue.
Who?
Panay Sue. Plays for the Lions. Right
Okay.
tackle.
With the Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh, very
I
nice.
like watching him.
Okay, very cool. What are your thoughts on flag football in the Olympics?
Pretty good. Probably
like
not
that?
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it though.
Well, that's one that liked it. I mean,
yeah.
We're making
Yeah,
progress.
that's a couple now, yeah.
So what would be more exciting to you, to win a gold medal or to be an MVP football player?
Probably MVP.
I got
Yeah.
you, man. I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, so do you play video games?
Yeah, I love
You play Madden?
Yeah, I love playing Madden.
What-
Play it every day.
What's your go-to team?
I use franchise. I know they're gonna make fun of me. I use rookie mode on there.
Okay. You're a newer Madden player?
I've been playing it for like a long time.
Okay, so you just taking the easy road.
Yeah.
That's fine. The easy road sometimes with those video games needs more. But who's the team you usually use to franchise to start out, or do you kind of switch around?
I want to say 49ers.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What are your thoughts on getting to play for Coach Southern?
Really good. He
Yeah.
gives us competition. I like the way he yells at us. It makes us give me motivation.
Does that motivate?
Yes. It's kind of funny. He's like, hurry up and all that stuff. Get on the ball.
Coaches are good at that, aren't they? I've never met a coach that couldn't yell.
Right.
This is a lot. Hurry up.
All right. Well, you want to give a shout out to Coach Southern or anybody else here tonight?
Coach Southern, Coach Shane, Cruz, all the offensive line, and my mom.
There you go. Yeah, got to make sure you shout out to Mom. So, all right. That's Noah Cummings, everybody.
Nicely done, Noah.
And our final player of the night, junior offensive lineman Caleb Merchant.
Give it up for Caleb.
How's it going, Caleb?
It's going good.
That's good. So, what's been the most fun for you this season, being on the offensive line?
Just working hard, playing every day, practicing hard with the O-line, competing with each other.
Absolutely. How's it been playing for Coach St. Romain here this season?
He definitely grinds on us. He makes us work hard every day.
Absolutely, Brian.
Well, that's awesome. So, we've asked everybody else, Caleb, what are your thoughts on what you guys have to do on the offensive line in order to get your victory Friday night against Texas City?
We just have to be physical up front. We have to do our job specifically and be there for each other and play for each other.
There you go.
I mean, is that not the ultimate team player?
Oh, absolutely.
You got to love that. Are we going to rapid fire? You ready? All right. Your biggest fear?
Heights.
Heights? Dude, that's like 4 or 5?
Hey, I'm with every single one of them. Every single one of them.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Wherever just life takes me.
Okay.
There you go.
Who's an athlete you look up to?
Definitely Larry Allen.
Larry Allen.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a good one, no doubt. Your thoughts on flag football in the Olympics?
No comment.
No comment. There we go. All right. What would be more exciting for you to win, a gold medal or an MVP in football?
Gold medal.
Gold medal.
There you go. Are you gonna melt it and sell it?
No.
Okay. I figure I had to ask if anybody else would or not.
Yeah, somebody was.
So, what do you think is more exciting to watch, the college football playoff or the NFL playoffs?
College football.
Yeah,
Agree with you.
It's I can't wait for the field to expand, man. That's going to be awesome. Dream college for you?
Texas A&M.
Okay, yeah, down the road, hour away, not bad.
Not bad.
What are your thoughts again to play for Coach Southern?
He's a good coach. He's been grinding on us, like I said. He holds us to a high standard. He pushes us hard every day, and he has high expectations for us.
Absolutely. And any shout-outs you want to give here tonight?
The whole line, offensive line coaches, Coach Southern, and my mom and my dad.
There you go. Awesome. Well, give it up for Caleb Merchant, everybody.
Nicely done.
All right, we're going to go ahead and bring up Huntsville Hornet quarterback president Casey Kroll to the desk. And while we do that, Brian, let's thank some more of our sponsors who have made this season possible.
We want to thank University Heights Baptist Church. They did the timeout for us. And McWilliams & Sons Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, player of the game. And Murray Insurance and Financial Services, Red Zone. And Radio MASH, second and fourth quarters. Man, we really appreciate that and everything you guys do as sponsors to help the cause.
And absolutely, don't forget Radio MASH coming up on the 6th and 7th of December, helping out a great cause for everybody here in Huntsville. Well, Casey, glad to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what's happening with Hornet Nation.
Right now, everybody's looking for our playoff shirts. We will have them Thursday afternoon at Joe Clemens Fieldhouse. That's the old Fieldhouse for some of y'all. Adult shirts will be 15. Children's shirts are going to be 10. We're going to start at around 5:15. Sell as long as we can on Thursday night. Possibly sell around noonish, 1 o'clock on Friday until it's time for us to hit the road. So that's what's coming up. Freshman, JV, varsity parents, January the 11th at 6:30 is our banquet. So start watching social media for that. Watch social media for if you ordered jackets on this last go-around. They will be in a couple of weeks. So watch social media so you can pick those up.
All right, and any other upcoming events for Hornet football?
Not right now.
All
We're
right,
just trying to get through this week, and we'll
Take
go
it one
from
week
there.
at a time.
That's all we can do.
Exactly. Now, how can the community continue to support y'all as we head into the postseason?
We are still having our meetings. We're not doing them every Monday now. We've switched it to once a month just because the season is kind of dwindling down unless something just special comes up that we need everybody there for. We still need community support, individual support, parents that have 7th grade through 12th grade football players. Join the Booster Club. Come out, be a part of the community. We do more than just sell at the concession stand and at our little store. We do for the football team. We try and get them meals on Saturday mornings. Whatever coach says, hey, I need y'all's help on this, we try to get together and do that. But we want to be there also for the team themselves, the students. Be an active member of the Booster Club. Also get your face to some of these kids that, they start looking up to us. They know Brian, they know Carlos because they see them every week.
Right.
We become kind of that extra little family that is always at the games, always trying to cheer them on. If somebody needs something, let us know. We try and step up and help out.
Absolutely. Well, Casey, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, before we go here, like we mentioned, this is the last show of the season. So, we've been giving thanks to our sponsors throughout the show, but we want to give some other special thank yous, starting with Huntsville ISD, Dr. Scott Shepard, Lisa Blackburn, head coach Rodney Southern, as well as Principal Paul Trevino as well. Our friends here at Chick-fil-A in Huntsville, Michael Sullivan and Avery Hessen as well. They have been great hosts to us, and hopefully we'll be back here again next year as well. The KSAM operations can't do what we do without our operations manager Brian Reeder and our general manager Tim Johnson and everybody else at 101.7 KSAM. The Hornet Quarterback Club as well, Casey Kroll, Jennifer Harrison, Kimberly Taylor, and Jacqueline Cawthon, and of course all of y'all with the Hornet Nation for supporting everything, going to the games. If you can't make the games, watch the games, listen to the games, whatever to do to support these football players and everybody else at Huntsville High School. So we thank y'all as well for supporting everyone. So don't forget, playoff game this Friday night down at Stingery Stadium in Texas City, 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kick. We urge every single one of y'all to head to the football game. We want to see a sea of green down at the Houston Ship Channel.
And leave early.
Please leave early. Playoff shirts are white, so we want to see a sea of white on the away stands. That's what we want to see. Thank you for that, Casey. But yeah, so please, if you can, absolutely go to the game. Show support for your Hornets. If for whatever reason you cannot, though, we will have the broadcast for you right here on your flagship 101.7 KSAM on the FM airwaves. Again, 6:15 Charlie Shoes Cars pregame show, 7 o'clock pregame show. Carlos will be back. I promise y'all. Y'all won't see me again. Brian Adams will be there as well, and Luke Scott as well, with also the video simulcast for the first round of the playoffs. Well, Brian, let's go ahead and give ourselves a 1, 2, 3 sting 'em so everybody in Texas City knows what they got coming.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I appreciate that. I try. I've been doing this long enough. I figure I could get something right? So, all right, everybody. On the count of 3, let's give them a big old stinger. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sting 'em, Hornets. All right, well, thank y'all again for tuning into the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. We will see you Friday night for what hopes to be the start of a long playoff run for your Huntsville Hornets. Good night, everybody.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose. 2023 is here. Did you resolve to focus on your health this year? At Granary Health Foods, they carry a wide array of organic, vegan, gluten-free, and keto-friendly groceries, as well as sports nutrition products and protein powders to help you on your journey. They also have an incredible selection of vitamins, herbs, and supplements from top brands, such as Nature's Way. Shop with them at either of their 2 locations, off of Highway 30 West in Huntsville or on South Loop 336 in Conroe.
This has been the Huntsville Hornets Coaches Show with head coach Rodney Southern. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Hornet pride lives on KSAM.